Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy, Mr. Provoked Thoughts, man. We out here today. Is election day. What's happening, man? What is going on? And I mean, just went and rocked the vote. Just went and cast my ballot for Mr. Donald J. Trump and JD Vance. And I'm telling you, brother, it feels so good to be able to have made a sound, solid choice based off of my values, morals, and principles, just to make sure that I know that I did what I thought was right for my country. Yes, I did. So, for those who still laying in the bed, still thinking, that they vote don't count, that, it's not going to mean anything. Oh my goodness, you need to get out and do it. I mean, if you got to go to work, that's fine. If you got, do it later. But I promise you, we need to get out here and we need to vote. And so we can get back to some sense of loving each other again and being, down for each other again. Um, it's one of those things, man, where it never felt so good to do the honorable thing. Get up in the morning, see all these wonderful people, whether they Democrat, Republican or not, man, you got to give a person credit for getting up off their behind and going to voice their choice. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's not about you being a devil because you choose Donald Trump or you being a dummy because you choose Kamala Harris. Although I do feel like that if you choose Kamala Harris, there's something wrong with your ass, but that's neither here nor there. The main thing that we need to really understand is that our livelihoods are at stake. Our way of life is being flipped upside down to something that is unrecognizable in American or world history. In that, we must know that we got to go ahead and make our choices heard. I don't care if your family member don't like it. I don't care if, don't nobody like it. I mean, it's about your choice, your values. If you're a religious person, a Christian, I advise that based on how you feel, once you, consult with your Lord and Savior. Absolutely. So like I said, we're here and, I voted this morning and I feel good about it, man. I really do. I'm very excited about the fact that I was able to slap my level down, vote for Donald Trump, vote for JD Vance, vote Republican down the ticket, because it's what I want to do. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. I lived in a time where, we lived in a time where it wasn't anybody's business, who you voted for, how it all went down. It was your choice, your entire choice, but we do have, situations now where people are, interjecting themselves in your thought processes, your life, and everything else. So, we just have to be mindful of the fact that, you know, we vote our values. Don't disown your family member because they chose to vote another way. Don't disown your friends. Don't lose good friends because they chose to vote another way. It's deep. It's deep, but it ain't that damn deep. It's deep, but it ain't that deep. You have to put I hope that we gain some perspective behind this, and that, people on either side don't get emboldened by whatever it is they might want to get emboldened by in this situation. It's not even necessary. It's not even necessary to have those type of issues. But trust and believe me, it felt good this morning to get my behind up, go in there and punch them touch pads and say Trump Vance Republican all the way down the tickets, all the way down, because that's what it is. I can't do the democratic values anymore. I can't allow myself to vote against my own interests. I'm not going to cut off my nose in order to spite my face anymore, just to have a new friend, just to say I'm still a Democrat, just to, whatever. It just doesn't make any sense. So I voted. I suggest you should too. Get out there, do what you got to do, voice your choice, you'll feel good about it. Then you won't have no reason to, if you complain, your complaint is not empty because you actually went out there and did something about it. I got issues with how the administration is run. I have issues with how the economy is. I have issues with the open border. So I carried my behind out there and I actually did something about it on my end. My one little vote out of millions of people could be the one. You never know. So get up off your behinds, wake up on the East Coast, wake up on the West Coast, wake up in the Midwest, wake up everybody and go. Just go. It's not going to hurt you. Just go. It's not, your vote does count. Go. Go with your friends. Go with your mama. Go have breakfast afterwards. Talk about it. Let's get beyond our hatred for one another based off a party. Let's not turn Democrat and Republican into black and white, in this country like we dealt with in the early 1900s. We can't have that, man. We got to do better. Got to do better. We got to get out here. We got to vote. We got to make our vote count. We got to, vote based on our values, our morals, what we deem is right or wrong. It's not a situation where, oh my God, you're an evil person because you vote for Kamala Harris. I don't think that. You're not an evil person because you vote for Trump. Nobody should think that. But we've had a media that is propagandized for years, and they have created narratives for years, and people have been falling for them for years. So we must go out here. We must go get it. We must do the right thing by ourselves. I mean, I don't care like I said, what you choose. But I know that if you go against your own personal interest, you're a doggone fool. You're a fool. You're cutting off your nose in spite of your face. I got a lot of people that are on Facebook that any little thing, they'll jump on it, about Trump. Anything about Kamala, they'll jump all over it. But we at this point now where it's all over but the crying. It's all over but the crying. And we'll figure out, exactly who, what, and when tonight. We'll actually find out, who our next president is going to be. Hopefully it'll be the person who gave us a great economy, the person who gave us a closed southern border, the person who gave us, that gave us the ability to actually speak our mind, and be emboldened. The person who dodged the bullet, the person who, has dealt with the most scrutiny of anybody who's ever been attempted to run for an office. So we are here, we are present, we are accounted for, and we should make sure that we vote. We should make sure that we vote, man. And like I said, it felt so good to me this morning to get up amongst all of these people and go do what it is that I know that I'm supposed to do. I'm sorry, y'all hit a rough patch. I hit a rough patch out here. I'm sitting in front of my house, so my Wi-Fi was connected at that point, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, man, I mean, we really got to make sure that we do the right thing. I'm so happy, on the journey that I have been on my podcast, getting people to listen and getting people to interject and things like that, on the political sphere, which we'll still have a lot more to talk about, of course. We'll still have a lot more news, and, a lot of these podcasts and YouTube channels are going to do a shift now. It's going to have to shift a bit, we're going to have to shift. But I would say let's come together now. Now it's time for our nation to come together. Regardless of the outcome, we got to come together. We got to do it. We actually absolutely just have to. You absolutely just have to. Now, tonight, I will be going live. We will be having, some discussions. We will be talking about election results and different things like that. And we will, try to have some fun, not be stressed out, know that God is in control. Regardless to what happened, no matter what the outcome is, God is in control. He is the one. He is the one. So, if we can understand that and respect that, then we will be fine. We won't have the issues that we have. We'll be able to do what we need to do as far as, you know, living our lives, continuing our lives the way that they used to be. And, that's just keeping it as simple as we possibly can. Not gonna be here all morning because I got some stuff to do in my house. I and then I got to clock in about 2 hours. I got 2 hours. I took 2 hours off and went early so I can have me 2 hours so I can go ahead and chill and think about it. Love what I did for myself and be happy. So I'm happy. I voted, regardless of the outcome. I voted for the candidate of my choice. I exercised my constitutional right to do what I got to do, regardless to what DL Hughley got to say, regardless to what Jermaine Dupri got to say, regardless of what Barack Obama got to say. I did what I had to do for me. For me. And that's what we need to learn. We need to learn how to do what we got to do for us. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. And then if you can't preserve yourself, you can't help nobody else. So I voted for my personal interest. I slapped it down for Trump all day. I stomping and riding for Trump. Yes, I did. And on that note, I will see you guys later on this evening. In the comment section, if you get this video, let me know if you voted. You can let me know how you did, who you voted for. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just let me know. And we'll talk about it later on tonight. I want to have somewhat of a panel, maybe an open panel tonight to see what the heck is really going on, man. But like I said, you just understand God is in control. But faith without works is dead. So get yourself out there and exercise your faith. Exercise it, get it together. I'm gonna do the politic finger point. Exercise it. All right. So we up out of here. I'll catch y'all later. Peace, man.